ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to show you how to install a Schlage Touch. It's the touchscreen entry door handle. So I have installed one of these on my front door of the house, and now I'm going to install one on my back door. And I was hoping that the codes will actually end up being the same for both doors. So first thing I did was I opened the box, made sure everything was in it, took everything out of plastic. Alright, once you have made sure you have all the parts needed to do this install, you'll want to come out to your door handle and remove this outside contact plate, and then on the inside of the door jamb that this hits against, you'll want to remove that striker plate as well. Once you have both of those plates removed, you can pull out your screws that hold your handle in. So these will just pull straight out. That there's a little stuff here, some spin. So there we have that. This is toast. It's not opening all the way anymore. And then you'll want to remove your latch. So as you can see here, there's no cut marks here. So the shield piece that goes here is called a mortise, and this kit comes to where you can install that shield piece, or you can just keep it circular like it is, and it has the plate to use for that. I will actually be keeping it like this, so I'm going to disassemble the latch inside. Alright, so in order to not have to use the mortise here, we'll go through, and you can see that there is a small hole there. Put a flathead screwdriver in it and just spin it, twist it. Same thing with this side. Should unsnap. That lifts up, and this goes down. This is basically the locking plate for it. Nope, you can also take this up. So there we go. Alright, so we have that. So I open the little hardware kit, and then you have this piece here. This will go in the hole, and this will just be simply set there. So in order to install this, you just put it right over the top here, and it should just snap down. It only goes on one way, and it's not going anywhere. And there are some little dips on these, so as long as the hole is the correct size, this should slide in and it will hold. It'll stay in place without getting any wiggle room here. If it does have wiggle room, then chances are I'm going to reinstall this and notch out the door so that this fits in there nicely. Alright, so I have my adapter piece on here, and I'm going to try to fit it for the first time, and it is going to fit nicely. So there we have it. There's no wiggle room. If trying to press it in with the fingers doesn't work, you'll need to get a small block of wood, and then take it, set it over the top of this, and then just give it a couple taps, and it should mount flushly. Once you have the latch installed, you'll need a small screwdriver, and you'll remove the battery cover. Alright, so once you have your latch installed, you'll take your handles, I have both of them in my hands, and you're going to route this one on the outside. So the wire will need to, I'll set that down. The wire will need to go on the top side of the latch. You just line it in. If for some reason it's not going in, then you must have some sort of interference, so I recommend not forcing it. Now I will take the lock side, and there's a spot right here on the bottom. You want to make sure that you feed the wire down through it. and then slowly try and line it up. And then you have that wire sticking out. Now you will want to take, you should have 2 screws handy. Try to get them started. The bottom one will be easier to start than the top one. Alright, so I have the screws started. So now I'm going to take my screwdriver, just barely get them tight. Alright, so the way this is set up is these handles can be set or put on the door either way. So this can be a left or a right-handed door. You could set them this way, and they can be removed very easily. So go this way, and then this one would, I mean, they can only go on one way. So we're going to slide those on. So in order to put them on, you have to use your fingers and go push in the sides, and then it should snap right on. Same thing the outside. You'll see there's little brass or copper tabs right there. You just press them in with your nail. You could use a tool if necessary. So there we have it. And should open. So feels nice. Making sure everything feels free. Now we will move the wires and install the battery. There is a space on this left hand side here. Instructions recommend to bend the wires up and put them behind this tab. There we go. Now I'll put my cover back on. Make sure you don't over tighten the screw so you don't break the plastic clip here. Alright, so now I'm going to install my striker plate. With my new striker plate installed, the handle seems to function both sides. When your lock is completely vertical up and down, it is unlocked. You want to make sure it's unlocked before you try this so you don't lock yourself out. The other thing you'll want to do after replacing this is make sure that you don't want your door to have play in it. Like, the door isn't moving back and forth very easily. There's a tiny bit of play, but it's sealed. It feels good. So, and it opens very smoothly. So now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to program this. Alright, so I'm going to guide you on programming your 4-digit code into your Schlage Touch. The first thing you'll want to do is you will have a 6-digit programming code. It's either on the user guide that came with your lock, or if you bought this secondhand, it is also located on the inside of your lock here. So first thing you want to do is you'll punch in your 6-digit code. I'm going to cover the screen while I do this. Alright, so this light flashes 3 times. Then you want to press up top here. You'll press your Schlage button. Light will come on. Then you'll press the number 1. Light will be, it'll flash 3 times. Then you'll enter a 4-digit code. So for sake of simplicity, I'm going to go 1111, and then I'm going to do the same thing. You want to punch that code in twice. So this handle is locked. It will not open. Please don't program your code as just ones. But here we go. We'll see if it works. 1111. Voila. So we have had this lock on our front door for almost a year, and I've liked it so much that I went and bought another one. You can purchase them at Home Depot or Lowe's for about $165, or you can, which I did that for my first one, but I ordered this one online off of Amazon for $90. So if you want to save 75 bucks, order it on Amazon or eBay. Now, since we have the code 1111, I'm going to show you how to delete the code. So deleting it, you start by entering in your 6-digit code again. I'll block that there. Alright, so same procedure for deleting. Hit Schlage, and then instead of hitting 1 to program it, now you would hit 2. So you'll go 1111. So I'm just typing in the code I want to delete. So now that code is deleted out of the system. So let's say you're having somebody house sit and you want them to have access for a temporary amount of time. That's the best way to do it. So now I'm going to try. So 111 no longer works. So I hope this video has helped. This lock allows you to program up to 19 different codes at one time. I hope this video has been helpful. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.